and how it's incorporated in the name of that deity. All right, and Lucifer is a deity. So now we're going to look at that term as it's written in the Hebrew, Hey Yod Lamed Lamed. Do you notice anything about this name?
Yep.
Say it again.
Same letters.
Okay, yeah.
Same letters, but the name of Yah is actually backwards.
Now you got something else. Now the name of, now remember the root for Hillel is Hey Lamed Lamed. But now incorporated in Lucifer's name, or Hillel more correctly, you have the Hey and the Yod present, but it's backwards. So what you're going to see when we do a comparison of the two names with Lila and Hillel, the exact same letters are used. The term Lila signifying darkness or night, and Hillel, which is Lucifer, the star or son of the morning. All right. So I thought that was very interesting, that play on terms, that play on letters, when it's referencing the night and the mighty one, who is referred to as that God of darkness. Okay? And you see in the first one, you see again the name Yah is present, but it's broken up. And in the second one, Hillel, the name Yah is present, but it's reversed. Okay. Very important. I just wanted to make that clear, because as we go through and we get into the day and the night, that's going to be very important to us. So now we turn to the fourth day of creation. Genesis 1, starting at verse 14. And Elohim said, "Let lights come to be in the expanse of the heavens, to separate the day from the night." Likewise, do some research. Now, some things I didn't put for the sake of, time, but if you look at that passage or that clause, to separate the day from the night, same thing to separate between the day and between the night. So the same term, being, is used, which indicates not just day, separating the day from the night, but the sons of. So you have sons of the day, you have sons of the night. Okay? But nevertheless, let lights come to be in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night. And let them be for, first and foremost, signs. We're going to look at that term later. And seasons. We're going to look at that. And for days. We're going to look at that. And years. So those four things, whatever these lights are that he's referring to, that's what they've been created for. Signs, seasons, days, years. And let them be for lights. Now, the definition of light, and I take this from the show that used to come on the Morgan station years ago. Light is that which makes something visible. Okay? So when you think about lights being for the purpose of the earth, that indicates that Yahweh wants us to see something. Okay? And let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens, to give light on the earth. Now keep these things in mind as we start making some connections. To give light on the earth. And it came to be so. And Elohim made, now what you see here with the Aleph and the Tav, as it appears in the Hebrew, it doesn't just say that he made two great lights. It says et. Now that term et, representing a definite article, implies something additional. That's that mystical term, and if you again do some research, you'll find if you have a good interlinear Bible, when you come across that term in the Hebrew language, there is no word to represent it. Now when you get to, for example, it says, and Elohim made et, two great lights. Et, the greater light to rule the day, and that's our focal point for today. In addition to the sun, which is referencing, there's something else that they're supposed to teach us. That's why that et is attached to it. And then when you get to and et, well, it's written in the Hebrew, Wav, Aleph, Tav. Okay? And you will find the word and under that, but that's not what it means. Of course, the Wav indicates and, but the et is something else. Again, something additional. So it says, and et, the lesser light to rule the night, and et, the stars. So there's something else entailed when Yahweh created these great luminaries in the heavens. It says, verse 17. And Elohim set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth. And pay close attention to this next verse. And to rule over the day and over the night. What do you hear? And to rule over the day and over the night. Okay? So in spite of the fact that we understand the adversary has power, he is still subject to another. Regardless, okay? So, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate, the term separate or divide, you're talking about a distinction being made now. To separate the light from the darkness. And Elohim saw that it was good. There came to be the evening, and there came to be morning, the fourth day. All right? And some of these things we'll get into further once we begin the Torah portion. All right. Psalms 136, it states verse 7 and 8. To him who made great lights, for his kindness is everlasting, the sun to rule by day, for his kindness is everlasting. So it's being made clear that the sun was definitely created to rule over the day. So we have the sun here. When you think about the sun, what comes to your mind?
Brightness.
Say it again.
Brightness.
Brightness. Heat. Okay. What else was that? Life. Okay, good. Okay, sunlight is Earth's primary source of energy. We're going to be getting into some scientific stuff too, just so we can understand from that point of view as well, because all of that, it teaches us something.
That's right.
Sunlight is Earth's primary source of energy. Primary source. All of the energy on this planet is derived from the sun. That's supposed to teach us something.
Yes, right.
Okay? The solar constant is the amount of power that the sun deposits per unit area that is directly exposed to sunlight. The solar constant is equal to approximately 1,370 watts per square meter at a distance of 1 AU from the sun. That is on or near the earth. Sunlight on the surface of Earth is attenuated by the Earth's atmosphere. Attenuated means made thin. By the Earth's atmosphere, so that less power arrives at the surface, closer to 1,000 watts. That's the whole purpose of the ozone, to cut down on that amount of power there. And when you think about that, we are being protected. You know, when you think about the position of the Earth from the sun, we are, at that old television show, third rock from the sun. Okay? So, I mean, the third rock, I mean, that's like hundreds of thousands of miles away, but we still need to be protected from its energy. That's supposed to teach us something. We were riding back, and, you know, Yahweh is timely. And, you know, as the sun was about to set, you know, I was looking at it, but you can't stare at the sun for too long. You can glance at it real briefly, but you can't look at it continuously or you will go blind. That's supposed to teach us something about the sun. Okay. It says, again, closer to 1,000 watts per directly exposed square meter in clear conditions when the sun is near the zenith, and that simply means the highest point. This energy can be harnessed via a variety of natural and synthetic processes. First, the natural process, photosynthesis by plants. Okay, we're going to touch on that a little bit later on. Captures the energy of sunlight and converts it to chemical form, oxygen, and reduced carbon compounds. While direct heating or electrical conversion by solar cells, this is the synthetic now. By solar power equipment are used by solar power equipment to generate electricity or to do other useful work. The energy stored in petroleum and other fossil fuels was originally converted from sunlight by photosynthesis in the distant past. So you see how important the sun is to us.